K. Everything sounds good. Background audio, music, audio, everything. All right. So we could commence with the show. Come Pillow Talk with Bay in the building. What's good to you? Salute to you too. Thanks for joining. Woody in the building. What's up, fam? Who else is here? Oh, I like this live. Um, let's see. Jack the voice in the building. You already. What's up, Jack? Good to see you. Let's see. The Fix It official. All right. I think it's safe to say Caramel Delight. Good to see you, Gene. What's good? Good to see my peoples, man. Mimi Twin. What's going on? Um, oh yeah, we got a really good show today, people. We got a really good show. The bar blogs are gonna be super filthy upset, tick the fuck off, tight as fuck. And my supporters is gonna be super happy after this live. You guys are gonna be able to tell these motherfuckers, fuck you. I told you so. Ha ha. Ha. Oh yeah. Almost 2 years worth of arguing, battling, going back and forth, debunking fucking lies, fabricated and false narratives created by these bar blogs and these barbs. Almost 2 years. What up, Toxic K? Toxic K is toxic in the building. Shout out to you, Brandon Beach on the boards. Almost 2 years with this bullshit, y'all. And here we are. Still standing. We ain't never fucking scared. You did. You fucked with the right one. Yeah, Jennifer was on my spaces on Twitter earlier today. So the fuck what? Go make a show about it. It's your dry ass channels. Go make a fucking show. Liliana Menchaca. See, mommy, of course. Amen. Robert Batista, what's going on? Midnight 2020 in the building. Good to see you all. What you see is what you get in the building. Davina Poole says, guess what? Guess that's why Whack Flea Hog is trying to sell her Nicki tickets like she can't do what she said she planning afterwards. Right, absolutely. See, I love when y'all come. Let me take that disgusting pig for a name. That disgusting board's name off my screen. I ain't got to give her no fucking any airtime over here. But you're absolutely correct. That's exactly why she now selling those fucking weak ass tickets that she boasted about. Oh, I'm going to travel. I'm going to fly to this concert overseas and shit. Oh, I'm flying. Now all of a sudden, she ain't going. Guess what? Guess why? I don't know, but I think one, ticket sales sucked. Two, she couldn't afford the whole trip. Three, now she talking about she coming to the Bronx, New York, where I live. Ain't that some shit? Now Whack Flea Hog changed her flight, her trip, from going all the way to fucking Finsbury Park to go see Nicki Minaj, Nicki Garbage, to now coming to see my hometown. Why are you getting close to me? All of a sudden, she got a best friend in the Bronx, New York, that she got to go play with, have a play date with kids with. Fuck, I never heard you talking about you had some friends and shit in the fucking Bronx. But come near me if you want to. I fucking dare you to come near me. That's good to know. That's just more evidence. This broad over here traveling to me. Yeah, Pumba definitely don't want none of this. Yeah, exactly, Tatiana. She trying to, she think that she's taunting me though. You know what I'm saying? And then she puts a little exclamation point after the fucking word Bronx. Like if you're doing something. Fucking, is this the part where I start shaking in my fucking boots? Fuck wrong with you? What up, Quan Sharif? It's about to get juicy. We about to get it started. Don't worry. Yeah, so that's true. Let me read some of these comments before I get this show started, because this shit gonna be crazy, man. They said Jennifer was lying. They said Jennifer wasn't the victim. They said Jennifer was white, as in skin color, not as in half white. She got a white mom and a black dad. No, as in skin color, so that no one will recognize who she really is. He said she wasn't the real victim. Could you imagine somebody telling you to your face, yo, you ain't no fucking victim of rape? Meanwhile, you the whole victim? Can you imagine that shit? That's some bullshit, bro. Listen, these motherfucking garb, because that's what the fuck they are. They garbage. These garb blogs, and I'm saying it's every single fucking one of them. What happened? You're garbage. You're trash. As a blogger and as a human being. You did. Oh yeah, we ain't done with y'all. Because y'all should really feel ashamed of yourselves. If not, you're going to feel the wrath of Jesus Christ, God Almighty. You're going to feel the wrath. Because what you guys did on social media is unprecedented. To a victim. Just for the love of clout and money and fame and recognition. Whack Fleahog did all this shit. And I could go back to my fucking first video on this fucking disgusting ass pig. And I said it. She's doing all this shit for a fucking Nicki Minaj follow. You ain't even for a follow. And she got it. Oh yeah, she got it. Oh yeah, she got the follow. She got the follow. She got it. And that's even better. It proves everything I've been saying. This is the only reason she was defending a pedophile like Kenneth Petty. It's the only reason she was defending a pedophile. Because if Kenneth Petty was an ordinary fucking pedophile, rapo ass motherfucking, she would not have been going so hard. None of these fucking bar blogs would be going so hard. None of them. But because he's married to Nicki Minaj, that means, oh, let's go hard. Let's defend him. Let's lie for him. These motherfuckers went as far as telling me on Twitter that my post from court documents from a court website was bogus, was fake, was fraudulent. Y'all know me, man. I'm never posting no fucking fake ass documents claiming for them shit to be real. That I know for sure they fucking real. You got me fucked up. They said these documents was fake. Well, guess what? I got all 47 pages of the update on the Kenneth Petty case with California for not registering as a motherfucking sex offender. I got all 47 pages. So we gonna see how fake these documents really are. Oh, they said Jennifer lied. She lied. She's a liar. They said she lied and she had no proof, no evidence, but they blindly believed a pedophile, a rapo, and a murderer with no supporting evidence to his fucking innocence. You said Jennifer's a liar, but you believe in this fucking... Hold on, man. We about to get into this. We about to get into these documents because I can't even wait. The shit I read, man, listen, it's going to make y'all bug the fuck out. Now, I want y'all to remember one good time before I start reading documents. I want you to remember when Kenneth Petty's sister came on my show last year. Was it last year? Beginning of this year? I want y'all to remember when she came on my show. Kenneth Petty's sister came on here. Yeah, bus stop Kenny. What up, the Bailey Barack show? Kenneth Petty's sister came on here and tried to defend Kenneth Petty. This was a couple of months ago, I think last year. Sweets the Queen in the building. And she tried to defend Kenneth Petty. And I want y'all to pay really close attention because when she was defending Kenneth Petty on my show, telling us how they had such a great upbringing. And what up, Jay Storch? And they family works for the government and this, that, and the third. And they don't want no problems on the internet and this, that. And they need to. It's so crazy and funny because Kenneth on this new update, on his new, on a memorandum, he's claiming that he had the contrary of what his sister claimed on his show. He said, no, they had a fucked up upbringing. It was around drugs, poverty, all kinds of shit. So what the fuck? And this goes to show the inconsistencies from the Pettys time and time again. Oh, yeah.
Get over here!
Oh, yeah, we coming strong this season, baby. The season of surviving the Pettys is strong this motherfucking year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and pull up the very first piece of document. And this is for the people just coming in. We are updating you on Kenneth Petty's court document, which is indicating that Kenneth Petty is going to jail. Oh, yeah. He is going to jail. Feel me? Hold on. Can y'all hear everything good and clear, by the way? I just want to make sure. I don't know if I caught your answers earlier. Press 1 if you can hear everything good and clear. I just want to make sure I'm not reading for my health when I start reading these documents. Oh, Kenneth Petty going to jail. Clapback guard. Yeah, guess who going to jail? Kenneth Petty. And I said it from day one. Thank you, Fix It Official. I appreciate your response. I said it from day one. Thank you. What you see is what you get. And Brandon on Beats, T the Goddess, Tracy D, Robert Batista, everybody that put one, Liliana Menchaga, everybody, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Joe Letter Rolling was good. Welcome to the show. We got a good show today because we're going to show you how Kenneth Petty is going to jail. I said it from day one. I said he's going to jail. He's going to do sometime. I don't know how much time, but he's going to do sometime. Now he's fighting to get 6 months. Let me just go ahead and read this shit. Oh, by the way, update on Jennifer's case versus Kenneth Petty. I gave y'all an update post on the last update, but I didn't really do a show on it. On the latest update, remember, guys, there's 3 cases involving Kenneth Petty. He has one that he's suing the state of New York for supposedly and allegedly giving him a false level of offense when it comes to raping Jennifer in 94. But I believe, like I said before, he did all that to deflect from Jennifer's lawsuit against him. Mind you, Jennifer sues him, and the very next day, I believe it was, he sues the state of New York as deflection. He's trying to deflect from Jennifer's lawsuit. Why he didn't sue Jennifer? Why didn't he countersue Jennifer if she is such a liar? If Jennifer is not telling the truth, why did he not countersue Jennifer? Instead, he went to suing one case. The other case Kenneth has is the state of California against him for not registering as a sex offender in California state where he moved to Nicki Minaj's home. Or because Nicki Minaj didn't want her address public, which I think was stupid because your address, everything about you is already public, except for the shit you've always hidden. But yeah, everything's about you already public. So why would you even put this man in such harm's way, in such danger, in such conflict of his freedom? Like, do you really love Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj, or was he somebody that you just wanted to flaunt, you know what I'm saying, and parade around to show that you had some kind of street credibility and you was down with the Bloods and this, that, and third, allegedly. You feel me? So that's my thing. Yo, when y'all see these documents, man, y'all gonna be like, what? It's over. It's over. It's over with. 3 cases, and he's doing poorly in every single one of them. And I'm going to prove that to you. So, Barbs, the next time you decide to listen to one of these Barb blogs, when they tell you that Kenneth Petty is doing fine and he's just going to beat this, and Jennifer's case is going to get thrown out the window. And y'all decide to go believe. Y'all should be over there. Don't be mad at me. Go over there and be mad at them right now. I'm show y'all why you need to be mad at them. Because they lied to you. I was sitting here trying to warn you, telling you the fucking truth over and over again. Over and over again. But y'all ain't listen. I told y'all. They are lying. This is not going good for Kenneth. Jennifer's case is not getting thrown out. What happened? The judge approved Jennifer's case and is now going to trial. Now Kenneth Petty's team want to go and say, well, we weren't properly served, so we want to throw the whole case out. And this is just a tactic to stall the case, to delay the case. So when you do shit like this, guess what happens? Now you got to wait another month because we got to reschedule, because we got to put another motion for this, and we got to put a memorandum for this, and we got to put another stipulation here, and we got to wait for the. And now the judge got to oversee everything. So it becomes a whole big headache, which is why Jennifer dropped the motherfucking default judgment to begin with for $20 million. Because she was like, listen, I ain't look for the default judgment anyway. This is court procedures. This is just what they do when you don't answer a court fine, a court order, court summons. All right. So with Jennifer's case, she's going to have her next hearing on the 17th, I believe, of July next month. And pretty much, I think it's going to be discussing whether trial is going to begin or not, whether the judge is going to accept whatever the fuck Kenneth Petty's lawyer is trying to bring, forth to him now, saying that they weren't properly served, which is another stupid thing to be saying they weren't properly served. Where the fuck is the footage? Where's your video cameras? I'm sure Nicki Minaj got videos, home video footage. Where the fuck? You could have been submitted this home video footage. Where the fuck is it? Where is that shit? They could have been submitted the shit, but they haven't. Because I don't think they want to, because it's not going to benefit them. It's not going to be in their favor, right? So there's no video footage. Moving forward, he has this case with California against him. Now, they're supposed to sentence him a couple of months ago, but he keeps postponing. He keeps rescheduling. He keeps pushing, pushing the case further with whatever excuses he may find out. Let me show you the first piece of document. There's 47 pages to this document, and I have all 47. I don't think we're going to get through all 47 today, but we can definitely try. We might get through like 15. We might have to do 3 shows to finish this update on Kenneth Petty in the case of California versus him. This is a pretty steep. Wow, hold on a second. This is crazy. Y'all gonna be like, wow. All right, let me show y'all the first piece of this document. It's 47 pages, like I said. And I'm just gonna show y'all the first piece right here. We're gonna read it. Here we go. All right, let me know if y'all can see that. We're gonna zoom in if you can't. All right. This is the first piece of document of an update for a memorandum that the state of California has given to the judge for Bus Stop Kenny Petty file. And let me just go ahead and read the first page. Pretty much is saying Plaintiff, United States of America, by and through its counsel of record. This is Tracy L. Wilkinson. For those of you that don't believe these documents are real, these garbs have been, fabricating false narratives saying these documents aren't real. You can find it. I'm going to read to you who's involved, so you can go ahead and look it up. United States Attorney Scott M. Garinger, Assistant United States Attorney, Chief Criminal Division, Catherine N. Seiden. All right, bar number 310902. General Crime Section 1200 United States Courthouse 312 North Spring Street, Los Angeles, California 90012. Telephone number 213-894-0631. All right. Email Catherine.Seiden@usdo.gov. All right. So plaintiff, which is the United States of America, California state, by and through its counsel of record, the United States. Oh, yeah, this is juicy. The United States Attorney for the Central District of California and Assistant United States Attorney Catherine N. Seiden hereby files a sentencing position for defendant Kenneth Petty. Now, a sentencing position is something that the plaintiff has to do most of the time. They have to provide this to the judge, which is pretty much explaining why do they believe Kenneth Petty deserves the sentencing they are trying to provide him with, right? It's blurry. Let me see if it could get a little better. Hold on. I don't know if that's better, but let's see. Maybe that's better. It's blurry. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, so this happens, right? They're writing to the judge. This is the state of California writing to the judge. This came in, I believe, today or last night, right? This is pretty new and fresh. So this comes in. They're writing to the judge and they're explaining to the judge why they feel Kenneth Petty should do the time they're trying to give him. So it says evidence and argument as the court may permit. They will provide evidence and they will provide argument as the court may permit, right? This position is based, it says, this position is based upon the attached memorandum of points, right? What else? It says, let's go to the next one. Hold on. All right. Then it says, evidence and argument as the court may permit. The government respectfully requests the opportunity to supplement its position or otherwise respond to defendant as may become necessary. Dated June 22nd, 2022, which is yesterday. All right. Respectfully submitted, Tracy L. Wilkinson, United States Attorney, Scott M. Garinger, Assistant United States Attorney, Chief Criminal Division. All right. So this was submitted by the United States Attorney and Chief of Criminal Division. All right. So let's see. What else do we have here? Let's go ahead and read the next document. Let me go ahead and pull up the next document for you guys so you guys can see all the fuckery that's been going on. It says, respectfully request the opportunity to supplement his position or otherwise respond to defendant as may become necessary, right? Okay, we read that already. What else is here? Let me see. Number 4. All right. Let me see. Can y'all read this? Can y'all see this on the screen? Nah, y'all can't see shit. All right, hold on. Let's see. Number 4. Come on. Where y'all at? Number 4. I don't know what happens to my shit now. All right, here we go. I couldn't see nobody for a minute. Like, where the fuck everybody went? I couldn't see nothing. Hold on. All right, here go number 4. Let me read number 4 to y'all. Number 4 on this page, on its document update. All right, let me zoom in on number 4. I don't know if y'all can see it. Damn, why is it not zooming in on the screen? All right, well, I'm going to read it to y'all anyway. Number 4 says, having previously been convicted, and this is the memorandum of points and authorities introduction. So they're introducing their memorandum to the judge. All right, it says, having previously been convicted, this is the state telling the judge about Kenneth, of attempted rape, defendant knowingly failed to register as a sex offender upon moving to California in September 2021. Defendant pled guilty to one count of failing to register as a sex offender in violation of the Sex Offender Registration and Notification Act, also known as SORNA. In his plea agreement, defendant reserved the right to argue that he is a Tier 2 offender under SORNA. The government reserved the right to argue that the defendant is a Tier 3 offender. Nah, y'all really don't understand how huge that line that I just read is. Like, y'all really don't understand how huge that line that I just read is, how important that line is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. This shit is important. Let me see. Here we go. There we go. I can zoom in there. All right. Boom. Let me tell you why this line is important. Line number 15. It says, fuck that. Line number 12 says, in December. Look, that's line number 12. You see it? It says, in December 2021, the United States Probation and Pretrial Services Office filed its pre-sentence investigation report and recommendation letter. This is what they have to do against Kenneth Petty in order to give him a sentencing, right? Assuming defendant was a Tier 2 offender. Probation calculated a total offense. Wow. All right, wait, hold up. Hold up. Wow. All right, let's back up a little bit. Damn. They did him dirty. The state of California did Kenneth Petty dirty. All right. It says, hey, I want to make sure y'all can see this shit. It says, having previously been convicted of attempted rape, defendant knowingly failed to register as a sex offender upon moving to California in September 2021. This is when he moved with Nicki Minaj. Defendant pled guilty to one count of failing to register as a sex offender in violation of the Sex Offender Registration and Notification Act, SORNA. In his plea agreement, defendant reserved the right to argue that he is a Tier 2 offender under SORNA. The government reserved the right to argue that defendant is a Tier 3 offender. All right? So that this is what they're arguing. The fact that he is actually and becomes a Tier 3 offender in the state of California, whether or not he's a Tier 2 in the state of New York. So in New York State, he was served with a tier 2 level of offense for raping Jennifer. This is what sex offenders get. They get a level 1, 2, or 3. He's a tier 2 in New York, but California State it has given him a tier 3 level of offense, which is a higher level, which is a worst level. Oh yeah, 3 is worse, Gigi. 3 is worse. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause 3, he gotta register as a sex offender wherever the fuck he moves to for the rest of his entire pitiful life. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They not playing with him, Susie Jones. Oops. They definitely not playing with him. They said in December, the United States Probation and Pretrial Services Office filed its pre-sentence investigation report and recommendation letter. So the recommendation letter, assuming defendant was a tier 2 offender, probation calculated a total offense level of 12 and a criminal history category of 2 for a sentencing guidelines range of 12 to 18 months imprisonment and 5 years supervised release. Woof. Wow. So 18, that's a year and a half. I was saying a year. They are trying to calculate that he gets a level 3 offense. And assuming defendant was a tier 2 offender, the probation calculated a total offense level of 12 and a criminal history category of 2 for a sentencing guideline range of 12 to 18 months. That's a year and a half minimum prison time. Minimum prison time. A year and a half minimum of imprisonment and 5 years of supervised release. Do you know the amount of niggas that I know that have failed that supervised release bullshit they try to hit you with as a form of fucking slavery? They still got the shackles on your feet, man. If they're giving you that supervised release, they know you're going to fuck up. You're going to skip out on curfew. You're going to drink. You're going to smoke. You're going to do some shit. And you're going to fuck up. All right. So they're giving him, they're offering minimum a year and a half of imprisonment, 5 years of supervised release, and a lifetime of sex offender registration. How do you like the apples?
Get over here!
Oh, yeah, it's going down. It's going down in Pettyville. It's going down in Pettyville. All right. It says on this court document, it says, although it identified no factors that would warrant a downward variance or departure, probation recommended that the court sentence defendant to 6 months imprisonment, only half the low end of his guidelines range, and a period of supervised release to include 6 months home confinement as at his 6 months at his 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom home in Calabasas, which is located in a gated affluent. So pretty much his lawyers are trying to fight for him to just get 6 months imprisonment, 6 months in jail, 6 months home confinement, in his nice little beautiful 6-bedroom house with Nicki Minaj. This was going on. But Kenneth Petty will do time no matter what. Oh yeah, he gonna do time no matter what. In this court document, is stating that Kenneth Petty is pleading and begging to do 6 months instead of a year and a half. But he's gonna do some kind of motherfucking time, baby. Oh yeah. The Lord has spoken, the gods have answered. You know what I'm saying? Your prayers, Jennifer's prayers, everybody's prayers that's been here in this fight from day one. You know what I'm saying? We are starting to see the fruits of our labor. We did this together as a collective, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Neither could have Jennifer. So we're thankful and we're super grateful. And this is so like endearing. It's a victory. It's a legal victory for Jennifer in my eyes. All right, reading these documents, he is going to jail, and it doesn't matter if he goes to jail. He still has to face Jennifer's court case from jail through a Zoom camera. So this ain't stopping shit in his other cases. He's just gonna have to go to jail while he go to court for Jennifer's case. Um, he's gonna have to be in jail while he's going through Jennifer's trial, right? So it says here, um, although it identifies no factor that would warrant a downward variance or departure, probation recommended that the court sentence to 6 months or whatever the case is. And then it says, as explained in section 6, infra probation assumption that the defendant is a tier 2 offender was based largely on his classification as a level 2 offender under New York's evaluation. Correspond to soreness tiers. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh shit. It corresponds to soreness tiers, but okay, under New York evaluation system, which is an independent rating system with levels that do not correspond to Sorna's tiers. Woo! So they really dug up in that ass. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely right. Good to see you, Susie Jones. He is a bus stop bandit. Definitely right. Christine Estrada, good to see you. I'm so happy for Jennifer as well. This is definitely a legal victory, and this is not even her case against Kenneth Petty. This is Kenneth Petty's case against himself that he brought against himself. It says, which is an independent rating system with levels that do not correspond to Sorner's tiers. So they're arguing that he's he's classified as a level 2 offender under New York State's evaluation system, but that's an independent rating system. So when it comes to California law, baby, he is a level 3 offender, which means he has to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
Get over here!
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. What page we in? What page is this? Let me see. What page is this? We're on number 28. All right, let me go ahead and pull another one up. Let me pull another one up. Let's go to this document real quick. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Boom! Here we go. We got a new document. We got another one. We got community. Uh, community includes a pool, a music studio. Oh, this is them describing where he lives in his Calabasas home, right? So they're saying his community includes a pool, music studio, and a landscape backyard. His house includes that. The government contends, well, it's not his house. It's not their house. They're renting this shit. They're neighbors with fucking Dr. Phil. They live in the same community as Dr. Phil. They're all renting in this community. The government contends that defendant is a tier 3. Boom! Hold on. Here it is. Here it is. Hold on. This is it right here. He's a tier 3. Tier 3. Hold on. I gotta be able to zoom in. So y'all can see this shit. So y'all can see this shit. My peoples. My peoples. Hold on, my peoples. Hold on, my peoples. I'm gonna show y'all this shit. Oh yeah. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Hold on. Hold on, my peoples. This shit right here. So now wait till y'all see this shit. Wait till y'all see this shit. Because I really just I'm trying to understand Kenneth Pedophile, but I just can't understand Kenneth Pedophile. Cause he he don't make sense. This document. Let me try to zoom it in again. Hold on. Let's see if y'all can zoom. All right, there we go. Here we go. It says his community includes the pool. The government contends that defendant is a tier 3 offender under SORNA because his underlying attempted rape conviction fits squarely within the definition of attempted aggravated sexual abuse under 18 USC 2241. See United States versus Cabrera Gutierrez 756 and 1125, 1133, Ninth Circle 2014. Accordingly, defendant's base offense level was 16 and his total offense level was 13 for an advisory guidelines range of 15 to 21 months. So I guess this is how they calculate how much time somebody's getting of imprisonment, which is why they're arguing, and they are playing fucking hardball. They are not forgiving Kenneth Petty at all because if he's Nicki's husband. They are playing hardball with Kenneth Petty, and they really trying to slam him with some shit. And they're really trying to show the courts how he really should be considered a level 3 sex offender in the state of California and not a level motherfucking 2 like he is in the state of New York. Woo! Shit, baby, shit.
Get over here!
Do y'all follow so far? Because this is a lot when it comes to Kenneth Pedophile, baby. And then it says, wow. It says, moreover, because defendant falls in zone D of the sentencing table, a period of home confinement is not an adequate substitute for a minimum term of imprisonment under the guidelines, nor is it appropriate here. Ooh, shit. Yeah, California, baby. Oh, man, California does not play no motherfucking games. I thought they protected the motherfucking celebs. I thought this was a celebrity state. Damn, Nicki Minaj, you done pissed off the motherfucking greats. What have Nicki Minaj done to be... Oh, shit.
Get over here!
Oh, man. Oop is correct. Clap back, God. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me 2 minutes. I'm coming back with this juicy news for you, man. This is juicy. This is firing. This is sizzling. This is hot off the skillet, man. And I'm going to get back to it. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on a second. I try to say Kim was fucking old. Look how the tables turn, baby. Look how the tables turn. Try to say Kim was old and washed up. And guess who's still making shows out here? Guess who's still out in these streets? Kim, baby. Ain't no Nicki. Let's get back to these fucking court documents on Kenneth Pedophile and read what the fuck it says about this fucking creep. Let's see here. So according to his level of offense, yeah, they're saying in the state of California, he gets a level 3 offense, not a level 2. Let's go back. It says, moreover, because the defendant falls in zone D of sentencing table, a period of home confinement is not an adequate substitute for a minimum term of imprisonment under the guidelines, nor is it appropriate here. Instead, the government respectfully requests that the court sentence defendant to a low-end guidelines sentence of 15 months, which is a year and 3 months imprisonment, 5 years supervised release, a mandatory $100 special assessment, and a $55,000 hefty ass motherfucking fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And a $55,000 fine. A low-end guideline sentence properly balances the sentencing factors in 18 USC 3553A by accounting for defendant's mitigation characteristics while acknowledging the seriousness of the offense and providing just punishment and respect for the law. Let me get a drink. Let me take a sip of this vitamin water real quick. Hold on. Because this is some good shit I've been reading. This is so fucking sizzling hot off the motherfucking pan that it burning my motherfucking inside reading this shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, he showed his ass. He did it himself. Let's continue reading. They say statement of facts. In 1995, defendant was convicted of first-degree attempted rape. Under New York Penal Law 130.35.DKT.49 as a result of defendant's conviction, he was sentenced to 18 to 54 months imprisonment and required to register as a sex offender under SORNA. From 1999 to 2018, defendant completed annual registration documents in which he acknowledged every year his lifetime registration requirements. Wow. So under SORNA guidelines, from 1999 all the way to 2018, defendant, which is Kenneth Petty, completed annual registration documents in which he acknowledged every year his lifetime registration requirements. It's just crazy.
Get over here!
My people. This shit is not looking good for Kenneth Petty at all. Alright? At all. Ain't no maybe, ain't no at all. Alright? Let me go ahead and continue reading this document because this shit is crazy. That means he acknowledged from 1999 to 2018, almost 20 years. No. Yeah, almost. He acknowledged for 19 years that he had a lifetime registration, according to California state. All right. Then it says registration requirements. It says registration requirements, and we're gonna read what it says on the next page. Defendant was notified repeatedly. Hold on. Repeatedly. Damn, I can't see number 2. Let me go to the next one. Hold on. This is crazy. He was there. Yo, they airing his whole shit out. His whole shit. Hold on. Here it is. All right. Defendant was notified repeatedly. Wow. They airing his whole shit out. Page number 6, I believe this is, in the court document updates of the Kenneth Petty case with the state of California for not registering as a sex offender when he was required to do so when he moved in with Nicki Minaj. So this is what it says. It says, defendant was notified repeatedly that if he moved to another state, he was required to notify New York State of his change of address. And it was his responsibility to follow any local, city, state, federal, or international laws regarding registration. Defendant moved to California in July of 2019, but knowingly failed to register as a sex offender in California. During a traffic stop in November of 2019, same year, a couple of months down the line after he moved with Nicki, he had a traffic stop. Defendant admitted that he had not registered as a sex offender in California. Now, this is the pre-sentence investigation report I'm about to read to you guys. It says, based on the facts above, probation determined because defendant is a tier 2 offender under SORNA, his base offense level is 14 under USSG 2A3.5 and 2 because defendant accepted responsibility for his conduct. Woo! Oh, this is juicy. Oh, this is juicy. Why isn't the Guard blogs reporting on this? This is huge in the Kenneth Petty case debacles. This is huge news. Why aren't you all so? You guys are all so fucking unbiased, so just, but you ain't reporting the real important juicy shit. This is the meat and motherfucking potatoes. Yo, please like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because this is where the real shit is at, with motherfucking proof, evidence, and receipts, documentation of it all. You dig? You hear me? Yo, where's Squareback at now? Exactly, where that flea hog at now? Now it says, accordingly, okay, it says he knew his responsibility for his conduct, and he accepted it every year when he signed off on that document. He is entitled to a 2-level decrease under USSG 3E1.1A. Accordingly, probation calculated defendant's total offense level as 12. Probation also determined that defendant has 3 criminal history points for a criminal history category of 2. Based on a total offense of level 12 and a criminal history of category 2, probation calculated defendant's guidelines range as 12 to 18 months imprisonment, 5 years supervised release. Oh man. Oh yeah, we read this one. Oof. Hold on, because there's more. There's more. I think this is the one. No, this ain't the one either. Hold on. Oh man, this is crazy for the Petties. Crazy. All right, this is it. The pretense investigation report. This is the one we're looking for right here. All right, let me bring this up on the screen, because this is looking really bad. All right, Nicki, I don't know why, and that's probably why she's been so quiet. Usually she deflects. She comes on there, starts sharing pictures, and starts deflecting. Lately, she's been a little quiet. So let's see what the pre-sentence investigation report says. It says, based on the facts above, probation determined 1, because defendant is a tier 2 offender under SORNA, his base offense level is 14 under USSG, and 2, because defendant accepted responsibility for his conduct, he is entitled to a 2-level decrease under USSG. Accordingly, probation calculated defendant's total offense. All right, so this is what we read. He gets the $55,000 fine and a mandatory $100 special assessment. So let's go ahead and go to the next page. For some reason, I kept reading that page. This is the argument. All right, we're gonna go ahead and read the argument now. Let's go ahead and share this to the screen. Here's the argument. Boom. So in the argument, it says, the government respectfully disagrees. This is defendant's base offense level is 16 because he is a tier 3 sex offender. This is the argument that the state of California is claiming that Kenneth Petty is really a level 3 sex offender and not a level 2. Meaning he has to register for life. Meaning the fact that he didn't register is a big problem. Right? The government respectfully disagrees with probation regarding defendant's base offense level as permitted by the plea agreement The government contends that defendant's base offense level is 16 because SORNA required defendant to register as a tier 3 offender. So SORNA really requires him to register as a tier 3, not a tier 2, which is what he's been registering under. This is big. Under 34 USC 2911, a tier 3 offender includes someone whose prior offense is punishable by imprisonment for more than 1 year, and 2 is comparable to or more severe than sexual abuse, aggravated sexual abuse, or the attempt of either as defined in 18 USC 2241 and 2242, 34 USC 29114. The Ninth Circuit uses the categorical approach to determine a defendant's SORNA tier, United States versus Cabrera Gutierrez. So here they are referencing other cases where people had their level, states had sex offenders' levels of offenses changed from a tier 2 to a tier 3, which is worse for the offender because now they have to register for life. So this is super bad Michael Jackson for Kenneth Petty, baby.
Get over here!
Oh yeah. This is super bad. Real bad for Kenneth Petty. It says the Ninth Circuit uses the categorical approach to determine the defendant's SORNA tier, United States, and then they reference the United States versus Cabrera Gutierrez. Under the categorical approach, a court must compare the statutory definition of the defendant's prior offense, here rape, under New York Penal Law 130.35, with the elements of the generic federal offense, here sexual abuse or aggravated sexual abuse, which is what Kenneth Petty did to Jennifer. It was aggravated sexual abuse because he raped her with a weapon, which was the knife that he used to point at her back. The knife that he pointed up against her back in order to lure her into his home and rape Jennifer Huff. That's considered aggravated sexual abuse, which is why they are arguing that he should be serving with a level 3 sex offense. In this case, defendant's attempted rape conviction makes him a tier 3 offender if the New York law is defined more narrowly than, or in the PSR, probation conflates defendant's designation by the New York State Board of Examiners of Sex Offenders, which classified defendant as a level 2 sex offender with his tier level under SORNA. But New York's levels correspond to a defendant's risk of recidivism and are distinct from SORNA's tiers, which are based exclusively on the elements of a defendant's underlying. Hold on. Let's go to the next one. His underlying what? Wow, this is big, man. This is big. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is big. Sorry, Mr. Pedophile, but this is what you cause for yourself. All right? This is what you cause for your family, Nicki Minaj, and yourself. No one but yourself. You should have registered. You should not listen to Nicki because of her fucking address. She's a public figure. She's a celebrity. Her address is going to be public regardless. So you did this shit to yourself. You wanted to play Mr. Bad Guy when you moved in with her and not register. So here are the consequences and repercussions of your actions. We're going to go ahead and read the next page. It says, so it has the same elements as sexual abuse or aggravated sexual abuse. The attempt of either under and sexual abuse requires that a defendant either cause another to engage in a sexual act by threat or fear, or to engage in a sexual act with a victim who is mentally or physically incapable of consent. Aggravated sexual abuse requires that a defendant knowingly cause another person to engage in a sexual act by using force against the person or by threatening or placing the person in fear of death, which is exactly what Kenneth Petty did. Serious bodily injury or kidnapping, which is what he did as well to Jennifer. He kidnapped her, and he actually got to cut her with the knife, a little something. So in 1994, they explained New York penal law defined rape in the first degree as follows. A male is guilty of rape in the first degree when he engages in sexual intercourse with a female by forcibly compulsion, or who is incapable of consent by reason of being physically helpless, or who is less than 11 years old. New York Penal Law, Sexual Assault Reform Act 2000, Law News of New York. They also reference another case, United States versus Gilchrist, and then they say, because rape under New York penal law includes alternative elements by which a person can be guilty, it is a divisible statute. All right. In 2000, New York amended its first degree rape statute to criminalize women's conduct as well as men's, and apply where a victim is less than 13 years old and the perpetrator is more than 18 years of age. New York penal law 130.35. Oh, man, this is bad for the petty. This is bad. Let's go to the next document here. This is bad for the petties. This is bad, y'all. Don't let no bar blog lie to y'all. This is bad. We almost done with these documents. Hold on. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is bad. It says, accordingly, the modified categorical approach applies. Under the modified categorical approach, the court can look to certain extra statutory materials underlying defendant's attempted rape conviction, including the charging documents or the transcript of defendant's plea colloquy. Oh, man. To identify defendant's actual crime of conviction and to then compare the elements of that crime with those of federal sexual abuse and aggravated sexual abuse. Johnson versus United States. It's another case they're referencing. Documents a court can look to under the modified categorical approach. So pretty much they're saying we will and can get the transcripts and charging documents from his 1995 conviction when he raped Jennifer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's not going to be good for Kenneth Petty. That's why on the same update, Kenneth Petty is putting in a motion to seal certain documents because he doesn't want those documents to hit the air, baby.
Get over here!
Yeah, baby. You ain't low, Kenneth. You ain't low. I'm going to show y'all that shit too. Hold on, let me get it up on the screen real quick. Let me finish reading this. I'm going to show you that too. He's putting in a motion on this case with the state of California so that they can't see certain documents, so that they got to seal these documents. Kenneth Petty think he's fucking slick. You not low. You about to go to fucking jail. I don't care if it's 6 months, a year and a half. You doing some time, like I said before, buddy. You doing some time. You doing some motherfucking time. Unseal the evidence from 1995. And that's what the state of California said and threatened to do. And that's what I would love for them to do. Because then we would see the rape kit. We would see the weapon that Kenneth Petty used in the rape incident. We would see the clothing that was retained, the clothing that was given at the time. Listen, we want the state of New York to get these transcripts. Get them. So they threatening Kenneth Petty. They telling the judge, listen, we will get these transcripts. Then they say, here, those documents confirm that defendant pled to attempted rape by the forcible compulsion prong of New York penal law. Meaning, And then it says the complaint underlying defendant's conviction states that defendant engaged in sexual intercourse with a female by forcible compulsion. And he admitted to this. Subjected another person to sexual contact by forcible compulsion and restrained another person when he placed what the victim believed was a handgun into her back. Remember, in the beginning, Jennifer thought he had a gun to her back. Then she realized it was a knife. Okay, so this is what she was telling in the story. I guess they just got the gun. It says with the victim. Okay, they got it. Wow, they got a lot here from the 95 conviction and all that. It says the victim believed was a handgun into her back and forced her to go upstairs into his bedroom, squeezed her neck, and forced himself on her while holding a knife against the victim's stomach and telling her she could not leave. So Jennifer thought it was a gun up until she got to the bedroom and he had the knife now to her stomach and not her back. She could clearly see it was a knife he was holding to her back the whole time. Then it says, likewise, the indictment states that the defendant engaged in sexual intercourse with a female by means of forcible compulsion. The transcript of defendant's plea colloquy similarly reflects that defendant admitted that he, and then it says the government provides these documents for the sole purpose of justifying its request. So they're actually providing these documents that the court classified defendant as a tier 3 offender under SORNA. As contemplated by the plea agreement, nothing about these documents changes the government's recommendation that defendant should be sentenced to a low-end guidelines sentence. Woo! Baby, baby, baby. Wow. Definitely a monster. What's up, Miss T. Taylor, baby? What up, pretty brown one? Definitely a monster. Chit chat with Sakina Ox. Okay, says, I'm just ready for the check to be cut. Bitch, better give Jennifer Huff her money now. I agree. Yeah, she better give her money now. Stop playing them games, man. Keep having them settlement talks behind the scenes. Come to an agreement and stop playing with Jennifer's money. Stop playing about Jennifer's face. We're not here for that shit. We ain't with it and we ain't letting it go down. Alright, so as long as we got a show and a platform, we're gonna put a stop to that shit. Ain't nothing y'all could do or say that's gonna stop the truth from shining and being heard. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this next page. Alright, I want y'all to look at this next page. Then it says here, attempted to engage in sexual intercourse with a female by means of forcible compulsion. So he admitted to this. Citing decline at defendant also admitted that he had a knife and that, look at this, he admitted that he had a fucking knife when he raped Jennifer Huff. What up, Diva 2.0, man? You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit the fuck up. You can't make this shit the fuck up.
Get over here!
But these bar blogs want to defend this motherfucker, man. Want to go jump out the window and swear up and down that this motherfucker is not guilty of the fucking crimes he was convicted for. Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. Hold on, cause we ain't finished and we just begun. Alright? Alright. So it says, where Nicki with her sniffling ass now? Where's she at? They definitely some delusional pieces of shit. He admitted to fucking because rape. This is crazy. It says, defendant also admitted that he had a knife and that he displayed it to the victim Thus, the documents underlying defendant's attempted rape conviction reflect that he pled guilty to rape by forcible compulsion because rape by forcible compulsion fits squarely within the definition of aggravated sexual abuse under 18 U.S.C. 2241, which prohibits rape by using force against the person or threatening or placing the person in fear of injury. Defendant's prior conviction qualifies him for Tier 3 under SORNA. C. Gilchrist, 2021, WL 808753, applying a categorical approach to find that the defendant's conviction under the 1991 version of New York penal law qualified him as a Tier 3 sex offender under SORNA because the New York State statute criminalized a subset of the conduct criminalized by SORNA for aggravated sexual abuse under that law because defendant is a Tier 3 sex offender under SORNA. His base offense level is 16. Then it says defendant is entitled to a 3-point reduction for acceptance of responsibility because it calculated defendant's base offense level as 14. Probation adduced that defendant was not eligible for the 3rd point for early acceptance of responsibility under that law. However, because defendant's base offense level is correctly calculated as 16, defendant qualifies for a third point for early acceptance of responsibility under that section. Wow. And then it says, and let's go ahead. We're almost done. We got like 4 more pages. I don't know if y'all want to go through them now or tomorrow. We've read 11 pages so far. So we got 4 more to go. Here we go. The next page says offense level of 13 and a criminal history of category 2. Defendant's advisory guidelines range is 15 to 21 months imprisonment. So if he gets 21 months, that's almost 2 years. Alright, defendant is not eligible for home confinement because he falls in zone 3. With a total offense level of 13 and a criminal history category of 2 because of his murder background and all that other shit, he has a criminal history of category 2. Defendant falls in a zone D of the sentencing table. Under the guidelines, the minimum term here is 15 months. So the minimum that he can do is not 6 months like his lawyers is trying to tell the judge to give him, is 15 months. That's the minimum. Shall be satisfied by a sentence of imprisonment. Accordingly, a period of supervised release, including home confinement, is not an adequate substitute for the minimum guidelines term of imprisonment. 15 months imprisonment and 5 years supervised release is sufficient, but not greater than necessary to accomplish the goals of Section 3553A. The government respectfully requests that the court sentence defendant to a low-end guideline sentence of 15 months imprisonment, 5 years supervised release, $100 special assessment, and a $55,000 fine. Nature and circumstance of the offense and need for sentencing to reflect the seriousness of the offense, provide just punishment, and promote respect for the law. Defendant has been completing sex offender registration documents for nearly 20 years, like I said earlier. Over the course of 2 decades, he was repeatedly warned that if he moved to another state, it was his responsibility to follow any local, city, state, federal, or international laws regarding registration. In 2019, defendant began a relationship with a celebrity and moved to California. Only then defendant decided to shirk his registration requirements. Despite having had the benefit of 20 years worth of warnings, defendant's sentence, woof, oh, they coming hard on, yeah, they coming down hard. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Yeah, screenshot the receipt. Minimum is 15. Thank you, Tatiana Harris. Definitely screenshot these receipts. These are receipts that people have to pay for in order to get. So you guys are getting them here. You guys are getting them here for free, all right? So screenshot them, share them. You know what I'm saying? Post them up on your social medias. A lot of views. And shout out to the Black Joan Rivers. I forgot to shout you out when I got back earlier. Shout out to the Black Joan Rivers in the building. So yeah, definitely share these documents so that people know the real. All right. Then it says, go support the Black Joan Rivers as well. She be having some real good information over there regarding the petties and all that. Should reflect that he knowingly disregarded the law, which is what we've been saying over and over. It was Kenneth who disregarded the law and decided not to motherfucking register. The court should disregard defendant's attempt to backpedal on what he knew. Oh shit. Not the state of New York saying Kenneth Petty is backpedaling. Hold on. I gotta drink. I gotta quench my thirst real quick. Not the state of California, I'm sorry, claiming Kenneth Petty is backpedaling on what he already knew he was supposed to do.
Get over here! Get over here!
Oh yeah, this shit ain't no motherfucking. This shit ain't for clout, man. This is real. Yo, this is real. This is real fucking documents, court documents, man. In the Kenneth Petty case, Kenneth Petty case, man. The Kenneth Petty versus California versus Kenneth Petty. He ain't versus nothing. It says. Specifically, defense counsel told probation that the defendant was not advised that he would need to register under SORNA. Now, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? Now, Kenneth Petty's lawyer, in this case, where he's fighting California, supposedly told the defense counsel that, supposedly told probation that Kenneth Petty was advised that he would not have to register under SORNA. Why would he not have to register, or that the federal registration wouldn't be required if he moved to a different state, and that he did not know of the requirements and believed that he was properly registered in New York? These claims are at odds with the facts defendant admitted to in his plea agreement at his plea color guide, namely that he knowingly failed to register as a sex offender in the state of California as required under SORNA. Nor do they make sense, given... Oh, my goodness, man. Wow. Backpedaling and pussy popping, baby. You can't make this shit up, man. This is the state of California. They are going ham. They are tearing Kenneth Petty's ass the fuck up, and they really trying to give him the minimum, the full minimum. If he can't get the maximum, well, he got to get the minimum, nothing more, nothing less. All right, that's what it's going to be. It ain't going to be no 6 months. But Kenneth Petty is crying and pleading for 6 months because he is desperate. He knows he's about to go in a slammer. He knows he's about to be away from the fame and the fortune and his family. And he is desperate. He knows he's going to do time. Oh, yeah, he know he's going to do time. Kenneth Petty know. Let me see. What is shit at? So, and he did not know the requirements? That's bullshit. These claims are at odds with the facts defendant admitted to in his plea agreement at his plea. So he already admitted that he knew he was supposed to register, and he still ain't registered. So how the fuck you now saying to the judge that you didn't know you were supposed to register as a sex offender in the state of California when you moved there? It's California says, nor does he make any sense, given the annual warnings defendant received every year for 20 years. In the face of these contradictions, the court should disregard defendant's assertions to probation and credit the sworn admissions he made at his change of plea hearing. And then they say, see Blackledge versus Allison, Solman declarations in open court carrying a strong presumption of verity. In short, the timing of defendant's lapse in registration is concerning, given that it occurred when defendant began dating his wife. Ooh, they throwing Nicki under the bus here. They throwing Nicki in the fucking mix. This is big.
Get over here!
Get over here, Nicki. You ain't safe. That's a metaphor. It's a song. It's a lyric. You ain't safe. They ain't safe. They ain't safe. They ain't safe. They ain't safe. Yo. It ain't safe for the black or the white. Yo. Listen. They are throwing Nicki. Wow. This is a strong memorandum. This is a really strong. This is one of the best updates I've seen in almost the entire 2 years of looking at all of the Kenneth Petty cases, because the way California State is hammering, I thought there was some kind of bias or favoritism towards celebrities, and they really shocked me, and they really surprised me with the way they slamming and hammering at Kenneth Petty. Like, I like that there is a fair fight here. You know what I'm saying? It gives me hope for Jennifer. So it says, in the face of these contradictions, wow, the court should disregard defendant Kenneth Petty's assertions to probation and credit the sworn admissions he made at his change of plea hearing. In short, the timing of defendant's lapse in registration is concerning, given that it occurred when the defendant began dating his wife. He quit his job and moved to Los Angeles and adopted an affluent lifestyle. Look at this bum ass nigga quitting his job soon as he got with Nicki. His motherfucking job as soon as he got with Nicki Minaj. Now, if that shit ain't no bum shit, I don't know what the fuck it is. It says, this nigga quit his job as soon as he got. I can't believe the state of California aired that shit out. Yo, this shit. Yo, a lot of this shit. Yo, a lot of this shit is new. Like, I'm reading this shit. I'm reading this shit as I go with you guys. I wonder what the fuck he was working in when he was living in New York City before he moved with Nicki. Like, I'm reading this shit as I go. This document right here, I'm reading for the first time. So this is surprising the way the state of California is going in. They airing this whole shit out. It said, let me see what else it says. He adopted a fluent lifestyle. The court should impose a within guidelines. So they're saying pretty much this motherfucker forgot to register as soon as he got with Nicki Minaj. Soon as he got with Nicki Minaj, he caught amnesia. This is what the state of California is alluding to. This motherfucker all of a sudden forgot to register. Get the fuck out of here. So it says, it says the court should impose a within guidelines sentence to impose on defendant the importance his registration requirements and the need. I guess they meant the importance of his registration. Oh yeah, they did put that. I think. No, they didn't. Yeah, they did. Of his registration requirements and the need to follow the law regardless of his changed socioeconomic status. Wow. Moreover, while a within guidelines of 15 months imprisonment and 5 years of supervised release will satisfy. Let's go ahead. Yo, I like how they reiterate the sentencing that they want to give him. This is our minimum. 15 years imprisonment, 5 years of supervised release, and a lifetime of registration. This is what the fuck we giving him. It ain't what he want to get, Your Honor. This is what we want to give him, the state of California, for not registering as a sex offender. This is what he deserves under the calculation for the sentencing table. This is what he's required to get, as well as a level 3 sex offense. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we shooting shit down. We shooting shit all the way in. Receipts.
Get over here!
Receipts, baby. Receipts. This is what the fuck you call receipts. This is how you blog, man. Not that whack-ass flea hog bullshit you guys be listening to. This is how the fuck you blog. This is how the fuck you present court documents. You dig? It says adequate deterrence to future crimes. In particular, given defendant's serious criminal history. Woof! Now they digging into his criminal history. This shit, woo, they ain't letting off. They not letting they feed off the motherfucking gas. They say given defendant's serious criminal history and past parole violations, plural, violations. Oh my goodness, I could already see. Y'all better be sharing this shit. Y'all better share. Y'all got my permission to share. I will not be flagging nobody's channel. Y'all got permission to share this shit. Yo, because the shit that I'm dropping, the jewels and gems that I'm dropping tonight, man, on Kenneth Petty's case with the state of California is astonishing, is outstanding. Woo, it's a lot. So, California goes on to say, 5 years supervised release will be crucial to holding defendant accountable once he is released. Wow, they not letting up. Like, even if he does the fucking 15 months imprisonment, we still want him to get that 5 years supervised release. Thank you, Tatiana Harris. I appreciate it. It is Hotshot Radio. It's the same way my name is the $. Cash App is $, Hotshot Radio. I appreciate you. So they're saying even if he gets his jail time, we want you to get the supervised release and still pay the $55,000 fine and still become a level 3 sex offender. Yeah, that flea hog ass donkey headed motherfucker. Like, yo, we gonna get into her another day though. Like, I ain't forget about you, flea hog. Hey, flea hog. I ain't forget about you, baby. Ugh, that shit ain't even sound right calling you baby. Ugh. Anyway, disgusting. Stinky. Sit down air smells trashy. You dig? It's time for another Pumbaa Roast for sure, just not tonight. Thank you so much, Denise Ramsey, for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate you, Queen. We're going to go ahead and get back into these documents. And let's go ahead and see what was said. What was said was, let's get a little ignorant here. What was said was, regarding his past parole violations, meaning this motherfucker violated his parole in the past several times. Not once, not twice, but several motherfucking times. Multiple times. This dude violated his parole, and they're including all that shit in here because they got all that shit in the courts. The state of California is not playing no games. They like, listen, judge, this is why we feel like he's accountable. He should be held accountable and at least receive the minimum of 15 months imprisonment and everything else that goes along with it. Still, while a within guidelines sentence is appropriate, the government recommends a sentence at the low end of that range in light of various mitigating factors, including defendant's difficult upbringing, as discussed in more detail in the next section. So, of course, Kenneth Petty's defense team, legal team, counsel, is going to try to defend him. And they're going to try to paint them to, have been a poor child in poverty and surrounded by drugs and this, that, and third, fucked up upbringing. So this was we're about to get into next. It says history and characteristics of defendant and need to protect the public. So the state is still hammering that ass, still hammering that pedophile ass at rape-o booty. And they like, yo, fuck that. This is why this motherfucker is a menace to society, and he hinders the well-being of any civilian. You dig? They go on to say defendant's history contains mitigating factors, including that he was born to a single teenage mother who physically abused him Wow.
Get over here!
Wow. 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 I'm going to put the PayPal in there for you and anybody else. I never ask for money, but if you guys feel the need to support through PayPal or Cash App, it's definitely welcomed, and it definitely will be put to good use, whether for the show, documents, whatever the case may be. I asked for my PayPal. I'm just going to be here. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. Huge. So let me tell you what it says. Oh, yeah, let me tell you what it says. He's saying that he was born to a single teenage mother who physically abused him. Do you see what Kenneth Petty is saying about Nicki Minaj's mother-in-law? Oh, man. Can y'all see the screen? Because, yo, this shit major. This shit is major. He threw his mama under the bus. Y'all see this shit? Wow. So did his sister come on here and say, was it Shannon, her name? Didn't she come on here and say that Kenneth Petty was raised good in a good upbringing? His mama don't want none of this for him, because she ain't raised him this way. She raised him good. She raised him to be a good kid. This is what Kenneth Petty's sister came on my show and said, which of course now we see there's a contradiction here by her own brother, Kenneth Petty. Kenneth Petty here is saying on the court documents that he was abused by his mother because she was a young teenager when she gave birth to him. Oh, PayPal. Nah, yeah, I don't use PayPal. I'm sorry. I'm over here thinking about Cash App. That was my Cash App, Hotshot Radio. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I don't use PayPal. I'm sorry. That's my Cash App. You could do Cash App or Super Chats, Super Stickers. But yeah, this is crazy. This is mind-boggling because, you know, she came on here painting a pretty picture of the way he was raised and this, that, and the third. But here he's accusing his own mother of abusing him. Wow. It says he was introduced to drug dealing at a young age. Just like his former best friend Corey said on the show too. He was always dealing some kind of drugs or selling clothes out the trunk of his car like he was a bum. No, he was introduced to drug dealing at a young age. Okay. That doesn't excuse him. That doesn't justify the rape. But then they say, and he was sent to an adult prison for over 3 years while still a teenager. Given defendant's challenging start in life, a low-end guideline sentence of 15 months imprisonment is appropriate, says the state of California. So, exactly, Jay's thoughts. This is a perfect example of if you tell one lie, you have to tell another lie to keep it going. In Kenneth's case, that is absolutely. So the state of California is saying we don't give a fuck about which upbringing he had. We don't give a fuck if he was abused by his mama. We don't give a fuck if he was introduced to drug dealing at a young age. That still does not mean that 15 months imprisonment is not appropriate. It says, while a low-end sentence appropriately accounts for those mitigating factors, other aspects of defendant's history and characteristics warrant against a more lenient sentence, such as a downward variance from the guidelines or a substitution of home confinement for imprisonment. In addition to his attempted rape conviction, as outlined in the PSR, defendant has numerous other felony and misdemeanor convictions, including a conviction for first degree murder. It says, for the reasons set forth in Section 6 Home confinement is also inappropriate because defendant falls in zone D. So, yo, they not having this shit. Hold on, we gonna go to the next page. There's probably like there's 2 more after this one. All right. So we almost done here. Damn, but they hammered him, and this is only the first 15 pages. So if you guys want, I could do like another show, do another 15, and then do the last show, do another 15. It's 47 pages. Well, the last show I probably got to do like 17. There's 47 pages to this document update that they just provided, or the state of California just submitted to the courts in the case of California versus Kenneth Petty for not registering as a sex offender. All right, let's not get it confused. There's 3 cases going off with Kenneth Petty file. There's the state of California versus Kenneth Petty file. There's Jennifer versus Kenneth Petty file. And there's Kenneth Petty file versus New York State. All right, so on the next page here, it says degree in a first degree manslaughter. Exactly. So they're also bringing up his manslaughter case. It says, as to that conviction, and they're throwing this out there in the case, and they're telling the judge he also has other felonies and other cases to murder, and you know he's been violating his probation, and he's just a delinquent and a menace to society. Thank you so much, Jean Queen, for the 99 super sticker. I really appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate all of you for the support, monetary or not monetary. You guys are amazing. Always have been, always will be. And much love to y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Gene. But defendant, oh man, this is crazy. It says, first degree, as to that conviction, defendant told probation that he committed the crime because he confronted a drug dealer who physically assaulted his grandmother. Now, we all know that wasn't a story they gave, but that's not what his friend said. But according to his friend Corey, CY, when he was on my show, CY said that Kenneth Petty killed this drug dealer because he wanted to take his spot. He wanted the street credibility. He wanted to look like the bad guy, the tough guy, the guy that people gotta respect the most on the block. He wanted to be that nigga. Don't make me pull up the fucking interview. Now he talking about he killed him because that guy stepped to his grandmother. Then he says, they say, but the defendant did not mention his grandmother or any purported defense of others when he pled guilty to that crime. Thank you.
Get over here!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on, Rabbit 1969? What's going on, family? Oop is correct, sis. Thank you. He did not report this shit initially on his statement, his declaration. None of that. None of that. So why the fuck now you saying that you killed this dude in defense of your grandmother? You telling this people to the judge in the case of California for not registering? Get the fuck out of here, Kenneth Petty. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't buying this bullshit. We are not the garbs over here. We ain't buying this bullshit. We ain't the garbs over here, baby. Let's go ahead and continue reading. Yeah, it says he didn't mention that his grandmother or any purported defense of others when he pled guilty to that crime back in the early 2000s. So get the fuck out of here with that. This is what the state of California is saying, is alluded to in other words. He admitted to that. He admitted that he shot the victim 5 times while crossing the street, and that he did so with the intent to cause the victim serious physical injury. Yeah, it is. That's what the fuck he admitted at the time of the crime. Now he's trying to change the story, just like he's trying to do in the case of Jennifer, just like Nicki Minaj tried to do in her declaration. But they admitted enough when they said they called Jennifer in that declaration. That's all the fuck we needed to know. We already knew that though. That's all we needed to confirm. So why the fuck is you calling Jennifer? For what? If you ain't need her. Haha. Shit is so self-explanatory. It ain't fucking rocket science. Now, I mean, these motherfuckers be acting stupid and Ray Charles to the bullshit. They know what time it is. They know what we here to do. Y'all know what the fuck we here to do, baby. We here to shed some light and bring this shit to the forefront. Alright, so we seen this shit happen once so many times. They backpedal, they change the story, change this narrative. Get the fuck out of here. We know you did this shit, Kenneth Petty. It says he admitted to this shit. He said he shot him with intentions of causing serious physical injury. So that's going out the fucking window. It says accordingly, in considering defendant's personal history and characteristics and the need to protect the public, a sentence at the low end of guidelines range appropriately balances defendant's difficult childhood with the need to protect the public given his criminal history. Then it says need for sentence to avoid warranted disparities requires section 3553 requires the court to minimize sentencing disparities among similarly situated defendants. One way of doing so is to correctly calculate the guidelines range. See United States versus Treadwell as a reference. Because the guidelines range was correctly calculated, the district court was entitled to rely on the guidelines range in determining that there was no unwarranted disparity. They also reference Gal versus United States. It says avoidance of unwarranted disparities was clearly considered by sentencing commission when setting the guidelines ranges. So these are the guidelines ranges. They're still saying that, you know, in comparison, the guidelines ranges were calculated so that the way it was calculated is that he deserves to have 15 months imprisonment as the minimum sentence. 7 of these convictions, including 4 felonies, are not included in defendant's criminal history score because of their, and let's go ahead and see, wow, 4 felonies are not included. So he has more than 4 felonies. This shit crazy. Let's see what else is in here. All right, there's only one last document after this one, and then we're done with the first 15 documents. And then we could probably read the next 15 tomorrow or another day. Actually, I'm supposed to be seeing somebody special tomorrow. I might let y'all know who that is. It says here, under the correctly calculated guidelines range, other defendants with similar records who have been found guilty of similar conduct can expect to receive a sentence between 15 and 21 months imprisonment. All right, so under the calculated guidelines, he's supposed to get 15 in between 15 and 21 months imprisonment as a minimum sentence. Defendant is entitled to the low end of that range given his mitigating characteristics. He is not, however, entitled to preferential treatment. So preferential treatment meaning like, yo, just because you married to a celebrity, you ain't getting no preferential treatment here, whether in the form of a substitution of a home confinement for imprisonment or otherwise, especially where probation has identified no justification for a downward variance or departure below the guidelines range. Defendants should receive the same sentence as other defendants who committed the same crime while in the same criminal history category. And their conclusion says, for the foregoing reasons, the government respectfully requests that the court sentence defendant to a low-end guideline sentence of 15 months imprisonment, 5 years supervised release, $100 special assessment, and a $55,000 fine. It also continues to say on the last page for today, let's go ahead and read. It also continues to say that, let's see. All right, here we go. It says, Catherine Ensign declares as follows, and she's one of the counsels on the case for the state of California. It says, I am the Assistant United States Attorney assigned to this case. I have knowledge of the facts set forth herein, and could and would testify to those facts fully and truthfully if called and sworn as a witness. 2. Attached as Exhibit 1 is a true and correct copy of certified charging documents for defendant's 1995 attempted rape conviction in the Supreme Court of State of New York, Queens County case number 4521-94. So In this declaration of Catherine, which is the Assistant United States Attorney assigned to this case, she provides Exhibit 1, which is certified charging documents for defendant's 1995 attempted rape conviction in the Supreme Court of the state of New York. This is when he raped Jennifer, y'all. So they've already got these documents. I didn't even know. I thought they were just attempted to get these files. No, they got these documents. It says, attached as Exhibit 2 is a true and correct copy of the transcript of defendant's change of plea hearing for defendant's 1995 attempted rape conviction in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, Queens County, case number. Wow. So they also got his transcript for his change of plea hearing. That's huge. And they attached an Exhibit 3, which is a true and correct copy of the transcript of defendant's change of plea hearing for defendant's 2006 voluntary manslaughter conviction in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, Queens County, case number 2852-03. So this is another change of plea hearing. He changed his plea on both cases, the murder case and the rape case. And now he's changing his plea here in the state of California case for not registering, because he first stated that he knew he was supposed to register. He knew he had to register once he moved to California. Now he's stating that he didn't know. So there's a lot of motherfucking backpedaling, like the state of California said, when it comes to Kenneth Petty.
Get over here!
There's a lot of fucking backpedaling. Then they say, well, they got the transcripts. They're telling the judge, listen, we got the transcripts for his manslaughter case. We got the transcripts for his rape case. Which one you want to see first? I declare, says the Secretary of for the state, the Assistant United States Attorney assigned to this case. She says, I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct, and that this declaration is executed at Los Angeles, California on June 22nd, 2022. Yiddy. And this concludes our first round of documents. This concludes the first 15 pages of these documents for this most recent update on the state of California versus Kenneth Petty for not registering as a sex offender. This is their memorandum for why they feel like on July 6th of 2022, next month, why they feel like he should be sentenced to a minimum of 15 to 21 months imprisonment, 5 years of supervised release, a $55,000 fine, a $100 special assessment fee, and a level 3 sex offense, which means lifetime registration in the sex offender registry. Yeah. So this is what's going on right now in that case. These are the documents. We have about 32 more pages to go. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit tired of reading. Those are 15 long, juicy pages. We got a lot of information off them 15 pages. If you guys want, you guys could request. I'm gonna do a poll, actually. Put up a poll if you guys want me to read the rest of these documents. There's another like 32 pages. I would definitely do that for you guys. Whether it's a pre-recorded video or a live video, I'm gonna do the poll, and you guys could decide if you want to hear it or not. You'll vote yes or no. Thank you so much, Woody. I appreciate you for the compliment. Thank you much. T the guy that says, we do. Alright, so I might come back on here after tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, I might come back on here Saturday and do a little show and shit. Alright, so no worries, Tatiana. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. It's all good. Thank you. It's the effort that counts, and it's the thought that counts. I appreciate you, Queen. But yeah, thank you all for coming through. As you guys all may already see, these court documents don't lie. State of California is definitely on Kenneth pedophile's ass. Love you too, Rabbit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jennifer in the building, baby. What's good, Queen? Shout out to Jennifer in the building. Let me go ahead and read some comments, man, because I've been doing all this reading and not reading my people's comments. Not being able to read my people's comments. Susie Jones in the building. Shout out to Susie Jones. One thing for sure, old Kenny is a big liar, says Gene. Absolutely. And we've seen that shit time and time again. Evidently, he is a huge liar. Yeah, he is. What else we got? J Store says the state of Cali pulled out a skip you now draw 4. Laughing my motherfucking ass off. They really did put a skip you, draw 4, draw 2, reverse, back at you. Fuck you, you lying, nigga. You ain't shit. Yo. Oh, man. Pretty Brown One says turf wars and Petty took a plea deal again. More lies. Absolutely. More motherfucking lies. And that's all we keep saying time and time again when it comes to Kenneth Petty. It's just more lies. More fucking lies. Just like these bar blogs is doing to their audience. They lying. Oh, Jennifer's case is getting thrown out. Well, why the fuck ain't it thrown out? Why the fuck ain't it thrown out? Why? Why the fuck the judge said, you guys need to settle this shit behind the scenes and continue having, keywords, continue having private discussions about a settlement, meaning these settlement discussions were going on before the judge even encouraged it to continue going on. You know what I'm saying? Kenneth Petty's team was already proposing a settlement discussion. Now, did the discussion take place? Were the numbers talked about? I don't know. I don't think so, but there was a discussion being proposed. Pretty Brown says, clear case of murder with intent to me. Absolutely. He murdered that man with intent. He wanted to cause bodily harm. And that's what he ended up doing. He ended up taking his life. Tia Gotta says, so the guards really think that this dusty bum just goes around taking plea deals for everything that comes his way and he's innocent?
Get over here!
Exactly. Diva 2.0, Diva says he should have gotten more than 15 months, should be 24 months or more. Well, the max, I believe, is 10 years. The minimum is 15 to 21 months. But I agree. He should at least get 24 months minimum. But shit, look, any time is better than no time, you dig? Plus, it just proves what Jennifer's been telling us all along. Like, come on, y'all motherfuckers needed her. That's why y'all called Jennifer. Y'all needed her for this shit. For the fact that he failed to register. And he was arrested for the shit. That's why the fuck y'all needed Jennifer. Oh, act like, oh, we don't need Jennifer. His registry was almost up. Get the fuck out of here. Hotshot is back, baby. We spitting truth over here. Like it or not, you dig? Susie Jones says, is Kenny stupid, dumb, or slow? I vote all 3, and I agree, baby. Yes, he is. Stupid, dumb, and slower than a motherfucker. Tatiana says, if that someone is Jen, send her our love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all be knowing too much. Quana Sharif says, California is reading Kenny for filth. Absolutely, Quana. Kiana Sharif. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Kiana, absolutely. They tore that motherfucker a new asshole. Like, yo, they absolutely tore that motherfucker a new asshole. I had to catch the replay. How much time is the bastard getting? Exactly, Rabbit. You definitely have to catch the replay. They trying to give him 15 to 21 months, but he's trying to fight for 6 months. But he's definitely doing some motherfucking time. All right? Definitely doing 6 months. Some time. Whether it's 6 months, a year and a half, or 3 days. He's doing time. Jennifer, praying for you, love. Stay strong. Hashtag me too. Exactly. Hashtag surviving the petties. Hashtag we stand with Jen. Hashtag justice for Jen. Hashtag Jen never lied. You dig? Either one or all is fine by me. You dig? That's exactly what happened. What up, guess who? probation, 5 years of close supervision, right? So it's probation, but it's like some really microscopic, when they micromanage motherfuckers, is a micromanaging supervision. So they're gonna have a close supervision on that probation, $55,000 in fines, and a lifetime of having to register as a motherfucking sex offender. Uh Kiana says he truly thought he was above the law. He was warned and instructed by police to register, and he still chose not to do it. Dumbass hell. Absolutely dumbass hell. He dumbass fuck. Tita Goddess, Jennifer says, love you. Tatiana, thank you. Boo says, rabbit. Kiana says, hashtag bus stop bandit Kenny is going to jail.
Get over here!
Damn sure is. Oops. Susie Jones says, oops. Woody says they are gathering him. My God, today. Now they really did gather him. I ain't even gonna lie. They roasted and toasted that ass, man. I ain't even shit. Fucking state of California. Talk about a roast and a motherfucking toast over there. Jay Store says, as at Jennifer, hope you're having an amazing night, beautiful. That is lovely, Jay Stores. And I'm sure this may bring some relief to Jennifer. Kenneth Petty is officially going to jail. Y'all heard it here, you dig? On the Hotshot radio show. He probably pleaded guilty. Says Tita Goddess, every case he's had, absolutely he has. I'm thankful. I am. Thank you, love. Jay's thoughts. Says Jennifer. Woody says, Jennifer, hope all is well with you on today. Hugs and love to you and your family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tatiana says, I've seen enough court documents to say that nigga is retarded. He lies on camera. Like, who does that? Absolutely. He definitely is. That was a lot in just the first 15 pages. He's done, says Tita Goddess. Absolutely, he's done. Oh man, you got me choking over here. Yeah, he's done. I mean, listen, I'm never the one to laugh at nobody mishaps or kick people while they down, but this was a long fucking journey. I got super viciously attacked or for just speaking on the case. So something's got to give. Like, this man did what he did. He committed the crimes. You got to do the time. And for you to fail to register as a sex offender in California, that's not Jennifer's fault. She ain't put you in jail. You put yourself in jail. You listened to Nicki Minaj for her, and took her fucking dumbass advice. And she was like, yo, don't register because I don't want my address being public. Nigga, fuck all that. You my bitch. All right? Your address being public, and that's that. What happened? Like, motherfuckers ain't know what her address was. Come on, man. Everything about that plastic booty fucking public. The rabbit says his ass should have had 51 months, old dirty bastard. How the fuck he changed his plea when he knew he was wasting time and resources? Jail him already. Swear, I cannot with the foolishness. Absolutely. He's wasting Nicki Minaj's money. And these court, I'm sure Nicki Minaj is sick and tired of paying for these fucking court fees, these lawyer fees. When it comes to Kenneth Petty, it's just in vain. Thank you so much, Woody. It's in vain that he's putting her to through all this fucking monetary conflict. This is bad. This is bad. He deserves 10 years, says Anita. What up, Anita Anderson? I ain't seen you in a little minute. Anita Anderson says he deserves at least 10 years locked in a cage. Throw away the fucking key. She says, throw him under the fucking jail, says Anita Anderson. Thank you for your comment, Queen. We really appreciate it. We love to see it. Timeless says, I know, right? Tatiana says, plus he has to deal with Jennifer and the security guard case. Yeah, we can't forget about the security guard case, the one that he broke his jaw up in Germany when Nicki Minaj was performing out there. I'm sure that's going to catch up to the fucking street rat and bite him in the ass too. So while he's serving that prison time for Cali, he might be looking at other prison, other prison sentencings from other cases. Let's see what happens. Auntie Nisi says, I ain't know she was canceling shows. Oh yeah. She need to just cancel, period, says Rabbit. Drop the soap, Kenneth Petty says Tatiana Harris. yo, yo, my peoples is ruthless. Yes, I be watching, but I don't say too much because you know the garbage will have a stroke, says Auntie Nishi. Shout out to Auntie Nishi getting her camp back on deck. She is not married to that man, says Auntie Nishi. Where is the proof? We all have been attacked. I have unsubscribed from channels that smear Jennifer. We here stronger than ever. Absolutely. And shout out to you guys. And shout out to the Barty gang, the hotties, the shooters, the sharks, the mermaids. You guys are all the real MVPs and remain the real MVPs, man. You guys made it all happen and possible. Thank you so much, man. We took abuse after abuse for this case and for the truth to be heard. And our voices are shining. They loud and clear. You hear me? We hear fair and square, loud and clear. He deserves to be dragged by his nuts all over. He had over all he has done, says T the Goddess. Diva 2.0 says, so happy for Jennifer. Now they need to pay her. I agree. They need to pay her. I agree. Tajana says we all have been attacked. Yeah, but absolutely. Michelle Love, good to see you. Says the truth is always quiet at first, but when it finally hits the fan, run Jennifer her money. She kept it 100 all the motherfucking way, says Michelle. Thank you, love. Thank you, Michelle Love. You ain't never lie. Taxpayers' money too. Whoa. You ain't never lie. Shout out to Clapback Guard. Yo, Clapback Guard be doing a fucking. Yo, she be doing the damn thing when it comes to fucking taking these accounts down. I'm just saying. She does. Shout out to Clap, and she supports the fuck out of Jennifer and myself. She goes to wars in the battlefields for us. So thank you, Clapback Guard. I've never had to send her to do anything. She's just done it for the genuine soul and bottom of her heart. So I appreciate you, Clapback Guard. Keep doing the Lord's work, baby. What else? Let's see. Rabbit says that's why this hooker hasn't been running her filthy pie hole. It's reaping season. Pedophiles. It is. It's reaping season pedophiles. Yeah, that's why she been mighty quiet, man. You ain't lying there. Good analogy. Good analysis. Rabbit. Susan says hashtag surviving the petties. Let's get some hashtag surviving the petties on out there before we make our way out the door. Tatiana says nigga. Tatiana says nigga will be in prison and the guards will say he's innocent. Fuck them. Absolutely. That's another thing. Wait till this motherfucker go to jail. You think that shit gonna stop there? No, that shit gonna be over. Oh, they ain't gonna say Jennifer lied, that she got this innocent man in prison. All the proof in the fucking world is gonna be there. He gonna lose all 3 cases he got going on. They still gonna say this motherfucker innocent. That's just what the garbs do, but that's what we here for. That's what we here for, to shut them all the fuck down and debunk the bullshit and the buffoonery. Auntie says, all been attacked. Absolutely, we all been attacked. And you guys are some strong warriors, man. Cause I listen, only people that have given the barbs a run for their money, aside from myself, has been Barty Gang. It ain't. Barty Gang don't play no fucking games with the barbs. And that's what they be mad at. Barty Gang be letting them have it right the fuck back. Not that they go over there starting shit, because they don't. They not the aggressors. They just the ones who finish the shit. And they do it gracefully, all right? So I'm grateful for y'all, because we finally got a fan base to put an end to the fucking monstrous actions from the other fan base. All right, Michelle, you so right. Absolutely. Tatiana says, I haven't seen a marriage certificate. However, the state of California has a private marriage license. Yeah, they do. That's true. Surviving the petties. Hashtag surviving the petties, baby. Hashtag. Why I have a kid with a loser shaking my head? I can never, says Diva 2.0. Hashtag Jen never lie. That's right. Yasmina in the building with the trees. Cancel. Hashtag cancel that bus stop bandit. Woody says she wanted to be all the way girl. She wanted to be an all the way girl to prove a point to the GPBGCB and her damn self. She's a chop. Hashtag justice for Jennifer. Hashtag victory lab. Hashtag hotshot radio. Thank you so much, fam. I appreciate you, Woody, for life. Clapback God, appreciate you, Rabbit, appreciate you, Michelle Love, Susie Jones, Auntie Nisi, Pretty Brown One. These are my day ones. Hashtag surviving the petties. We got this. We going far. We climbing high, baby. Y'all gonna hear us, and y'all gonna know who the fuck we are. You dig? We ain't come to play with y'all. What song we leaving this bitch with, man? What song we leaving the outro with? I mean, and we're gonna be back on here in about the next 2 days to continue this update, reading these documents. What outro we leaving with? Give me a good song. Give me a good, happy, celebrative, festive song. Once he says Sheetha, it's not Sheetha. Come on, that's too hard. California love. Yeah, we can't go. We can't Sheetha them. Them court documents already Sheetha they ass. Them court documents right there, baby. Them shit sheet the hell out the petties. We ain't even got to do it. But I like California love. Yeah, we need a little joy here. All right. So with that being said, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you guys always, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I got mad love, mad respect, and mad appreciation. A lot of gratitude when it comes to you guys. So y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Don't let these garbs tell you any different than what you know, because you know the truth. All right. So when they start popping that bullshit, you go share this live. All right. Share clips and bits or the whole shit, whatever you want. But thank you all for coming. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected.